Hello, welcome to a new vlog for the Lighthouse Witches. This is my 12 months recommendations by 12 friends. We're reading 12 books. This is book number 4. It is April. It's April 4th. And for this one, I have Lighthouse Witches by C.J. Cook. And this was recommended to me by Claire, who is part of the Book Buddies, and I will be filming clips also for the Book Buddies, and hopefully that video will be up, I don't know when, whenever it's up. There will be like 2 sets of clips that I'm filming for this, so if I get confused, that's on me, but I'm going to try my best here because I'm really excited. This is a really big book though, and I'm very nervous. Which is why I'm deciding to start this as soon as I possibly can. What do I know about this book? Absolutely nothing. I just knew it was on my radar before Claire recommended it for this challenge specifically. So, yeah, I think I read like the dedication page and then the page after that. I think that this is also the newest book that I have on here. It was published last year. Anyways, there's like a little thing on page 1 that I was like, oh, I gotta read this. And then we started in 1998. I was 2 then. So I'm excited. I like lighthouses. I like witches. Hopefully it's good. That's all I can tell you about this because I literally don't know anything. It is about an actual lighthouse. The lighthouse was called The Longing. Interesting. I'm going to take this with me to work today and get started, and then I'll come back with some thoughts for you because this is just purely chaos already. I don't have any thoughts. Head empty today. You know what's bad when you can't see anything at all. Oh my god. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Whew. Seriously? Seriously, the only 2? Okay, thank god. I am trying so hard here. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're good. This is an update for the Lighthouse Witches. Finally, it's May, by the way. I did not read this in April. I had too many things going on. I am on page 126, chapter 14, according to my Audible, because I did get the audiobook because I was not reading this at all. I think that I have this idea in my head that I'm gonna really like gothic, witchy, thriller type books. And I don't think that I like those vibes. Does that make sense? I'm like, wow, this is gonna be really fun. And I like the premise of it, but I'm not enjoying it. I kind of just want somebody to give me a summary of what happens. Does that make sense? I don't feel like I need to spend this much time doing stuff. I don't know why. I feel like I've read this story already. The vibes are very similar to some other things. It's like just not hitting it for me, and I don't want to give it like any more time. I just want to get done. It says I have 2 hours and 51 minutes left at 2.5 speed. Maybe I'll get it done tonight. I doubt it though. I'm very much like not in the mood for this. I haven't been in the mood for this all month. I don't know. Basically, what's happened so far is that we're switching between 2021 and 1998. And in 1998, we follow a bunch of point of views. One is Liv, who is the mom. Liv has 3 daughters. She has Sapphire, who is 15, Luna, who is 9, and Clover, who is 7, I believe. And they moved into this lighthouse on this island in Scotland so she can paint a mural, but she's running from something, and there's a bunch of other stuff not being talked about, and her daughters are kind of like, especially her older daughter Sapphire is just like resenting her for everything that's been happening, and her other 2 daughters are just kind of like there. And there's something that has happened. We've already been told something happened because we're also following Luna's point of view in the future when she's like 25, 30. She's pregnant with her own child, and we know that her entire family has gone missing. Her mother died, and they have found her sister, Clover, her younger sister, and Clover is still 7. She should be like 22, but she's 7, and that's an issue. So the authorities have found her, and they're like, oh, we can get her into your custody if we know she's gonna be okay, blah blah blah. And her boyfriend are basically like, why is she still 7 years old? And there's this whole mystery behind that. And I like the mystery, but I also don't like the mystery. I don't like mystery books. I don't know why. I don't know. I kind of just want somebody to tell me what's gonna happen. Like, I don't really care that much. But I'll like listen to about 50%, and if I still feel that way, then I'll like move on. I like the dynamic. I like the history. Like, I like all the aspects of it just thrown together in this thing right now. It's just not doing it for me, you know? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I'm trying, I promise. I am trying. We'll try harder, maybe. I am about having a terrible time. Oh god, where did it go? I'm about page 290, 291, around there. So like, I've made a huge chunk. And this is just like not my vibe. I was talking to Claire, who recommended this to me, by the way. And she's reading for her book club this month. I'm reading it because I have this 12-month challenge, and it's very much like a back and forth thriller between time, so you slowly learn things that are important in 2021 but you learn them in 1998 kind of thing. And so you're learning stuff in 1998 that this is important, but you're also learning stuff in 2021 that they're remembering that were important in 1998. So everything is kind of like slowly coming together to like the pinpoint of what is happening. And there's also a journal from the 1600s, I think, that also is telling us stuff. So you're just like slowly converging on this path where it's like basically a thriller. And it's just, it's interesting, but it's not what I would normally pick up. It's not, I mean, it was on my list of stuff I wanted to read, but it's much of a thriller that I'm just kind of like bored. I don't know. I'm not like bored, but I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to read it. I'm not interested. It's supposed to be about moms, but it's not about moms. It's about changelings. Changelings? No, wildlings. Wildlings. And it's just like, it's wonderfully done. Like, the writing is nice, the plot is nice, I like where it's going. It's just not for me. And I'm aiming to like a 2-star at this point because I'm just trying to get it done. I have an hour and 1 minute left listening. I've upgraded to 3 times speed to finish like the last 100 pages or so. Yeah, there's only like a little over 100 pages left. And it's just like it's not bad. A lot of people would really like this. I'm just not one of them. This is not, I don't know why I thought I would pick this up normally. It's not really for me. It's not, the vibes aren't right. You know, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just not what I'm interested in. You know, this is like one of those creepy movies that you watch that is like foreign and you have to read subtitles. And it just like, the whole time it's like this weird vibe back here, but you're kind of bored watching it, but you know something is gonna happen. And you're like, I want to know what happens, but I'm gonna be knitting or something while or coloring or whatever the fuck. I'm doing something else while I'm watching this because I'm kind of bored, you know? That's just kind of how I feel. Because you're like, things are happening, but I don't care enough. I just want to know the outcome, you know? And that's how I feel. And that's a really weird thing to describe, and I'm sorry if it doesn't make any sense. And I'm sorry if you've never had that experience. That is very specific. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it today, so hopefully I'll have an update for you guys in like an hour and 1 minute. Hopefully. If I don't get interrupted. It's about to rain too, so the vibe, I don't know. I finished it like literally 2 seconds ago, and I figured out why I don't like it. Because it's like, what I said like an hour ago, yes, this still stands. It was like boring. I needed something else to occupy my time while I was reading it. Perfectly valid. That. However, the other thing that I really, really hate in books, in TV series, it's why I didn't like Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. It's why I couldn't finish Once Upon a Time. It's when people mess with time and different dimensions and just like an interweave thing where you like move something in time and it just fucks everything up as you go, and like kind of stuff like that. And that is why I don't like this. It has literally nothing to do with how it was written, has nothing to do with the author. It's just everything to do with my own preferences that I don't like when people mess with time, which is weird because I like Doctor Who. Mostly. I mostly like Doctor Who. It's just like some points where you're like, oh, they fucked up this bad. I don't like that kind of stuff. But and that's why I really don't like this. I understand it. I wish we could have probably gotten more into the magic system of why this time thing was happening with the witches who cast the curse, because the correlation between those two things didn't make sense to me. Like, they are like, I don't know, they cast the curse on the island that stuff would happen, but the thing that happens is just in this cave, and it's just messing with time basically, and it doesn't make sense. They don't correlate to each other, which it's hard to explain if you haven't read it. I feel like a lot of people will like this more than I do. It's not for me, it's not my thing. I'm probably gonna end up unhauling it, which is sad because it's like a really pretty book and I thought I would really like it, but it's just, I don't know. There's a gap between this book and me understanding why why it was written, you know? Like, that's about as far as I can go into my explanation as to why I don't like this. And this video is probably so short, but I gave it 2 stars. I truly don't like messing with time in that manner, to the point where they're just like murdering children. It just sucks. I don't know. I wish there was more explanation to the lore, and the one dude who figured it out, I wish he would have talked about it more, and how he figured out how to get from one place to another, and why he needed this lady's ribs to do so. And it has nothing to do with moms and mothers. I'm sorry, Claire, it doesn't. It really doesn't. If you go into this expecting to find a story about motherhood and how difficult it is, you are going to be sorely disappointed. It's going to be disappointing. So, good luck to you if you're going into that looking for this. It's not about that at all. It is about the witches that put a curse on this town and how they dealt with that, surrounding this one family that all had something happen to them with it. So, it's just weird. Vivid and compelling. It's not compelling. A gothic treat? Okay, sure. I don't see it's a treat because I didn't like it, but best read with the lights on. It was not that scary. It was not scary. It was like ever so subtly haunting, but not to the point where I'm terrified. And I get terrified in haunting movies. Yeah, I don't know. That's my review of this. I hope that this was enjoyable. If you have read this and you like it, please tell me why, because I would love to know if other people have read this and found some other aspect that I'm just not seeing that I would probably change my mind about it. I would love to know, like, what compelled you to, like, pick this up or keep it or something, but it's just, yeah, messing with time is just not for me. Even when, like, The Flash does it, it bothers me. It's like, okay. I think Doctor Who is, like, the only place where I've seen people mess with time and I've been perfectly okay with it. Mostly okay with it. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it was entertaining. If this compels you to pick up this book, also let me know, because that would be wild. It's just me talking about how much I didn't like it and how bored I was. But it's interesting. It's not my book. This is not a book for me. This is for somebody else. I know a lot of other people really like this book, but it was not it for me. Vibes were off. I was off. I basically forced myself to finish this, so that's on me. I will take that, and I'll take all the blame for not liking this. But thank you for the recommendation, Claire. I will be doing a review with her on the Book Buddies channel, with Casey as well, once they read it, because I am ahead of them, even though we're like a month behind, because it is May. And I hope somebody else enjoyed this. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, because I would love to know. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Next month is the Midnight Library, and I am very scared. Very scared. Go me. Alright, have a great day, everybody. Bye!